Hey, Micro Map here with update today, future trading and stock trends. 10-year 371. Jerome Powell was testifying in front of the Senate, I think it was today, and he was talking about more rate hikes, two more rate hikes, and that the fight is not over against inflation. That kind of spooked the markets, and I think that the Nasdaq had to sell off eventually. The dollar was actually down almost 0.5% on the day to 102, and that is where I am positioned for a lower dollar in the future. Bitcoin and the crypto space is rocking that space monkey. They're doing very, very well. Beetle up nicely, and so was ETHE. I own both of these ETFs. Beetle almost at 17, and ETHE is up to 950, doing very well in those positions. Oil also was up today, and I own a lot of XOP and XLE, so very good day in the micromap account, in both accounts. I talked about in my prior video, quick futures trading on YouTube short. This one's a bit longer, more in depth, but yeah, all the indexes were down today, and we've been down for a couple days now. Gold is just stable like it should be at the 1950 mark. Now silver's getting more attractive here. It might be some time to add to your position, either physical metal in the silver eagles or the ETF SLV, or you can also add to the GDXJ minor ETFs, as the miners I think are very undervalued. Hogs 94 cents have really rallied and picked up the price of pork, so we'll be seeing higher pork prices. And I've mentioned that beef is soon a luxury for many Americans, as the feeder cattle are at 228 and the live cattle is at 170, and they are pretty much at very high levels. Small caps 1880, and the Dow Jones down to 34,246, and those are the two indexes that have been lagging the Nasdaq and S&P for year to date. And if I were to rotate any funds, I would start with the small cap. Now, I heard an interesting statistic today on the news that the Apple was worth more than all the small caps put together. So be careful with the Nasdaq and all these large cap names. They are in overvalued territory, and I am positioned for a sell-off in that space and buying undervalued names. Natural gas also was up on the day with oil. Grains are doing very, very well. My grain plays are Mosaic and John Deere. Soybean, wheat, and corn all on the upfront today. Upside looking nice. Now, the VIX here is 1620. The VIX on the CBOE, down another 5%, another 52-week low on the VIX. This is very, very scary and very, very complacent, and usually this reverts to the mean. And if you look at the 1-year chart, you see what I'm saying. It's not, this is the all-time chart going back to 94, I think, if you look at the bottom there. So we're in the bottom end of the range. So some profit taken should be happening, and some rotation into some of the names that have been beat up, which I have been doing. Remember that the large cap names make up a big part of the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and once these big names start to crack, the volatility in all these indexes are going to go down hard with them. Today we had Amazon under some pressure with forgot what government organization cracking down on them for illegal practices in regards to people signing up to Amazon Prime. So yeah, be careful with that one. On the bar chart, some of the names with the biggest change dollar-wise: Chipotle up $24. Own Chipotle. MicroStrategy, not a lover because they're very big into Bitcoin. John Deere, big ag name, love that name, own that name, added it in the low 300s. Gotta own that name. United Health, another one that was been beaten down. That's another one I think you should add. United Rentals, another one that I picked up in the low 300s, up nicely today. Ultra Beauty, another name that I like. I know they're high dollar stocks, but these are the companies that have been beaten up, and they're there, and they're not going anywhere, in my opinion. And they have a customer base. Dollar General, another name if you look at that long-term chart. Own that one. Nice day today. What else here? What we got here? Eli Lilly up a little bit. It's 453. Doing well with a lot of their drugs, especially fat loss. And those were your biggest winner dollar-wise, not percentage-wise. Percentage-wise, they're very high dollar stocks, so it's not going to really reflect. Some of the biggest losers, like tech names, Avago has had a huge run. Tesla finally down some today after a huge run. Own some Tesla. Netflix gave some down to 425. That's another one that I think with their password sharing crackdown should do okay. Advanced Micro Devices got hit hard. Nvidia, I still think is way overvalued, but you know, people think that their estimates are going to hit home with all this AI fun stuff. And that's pretty much it. Staying the course. The dollar rolled over a little bit today, and I think it's showing weakness, and I think it'll roll over. And my previous video was focusing on that international exposure, precious metals, energy, and some of these beaten down stocks that, you know, are not really tech heavy. Anyways, see you in the next video. Have a good night.